On today's episode of the Keep It Coming podcast.
People don't realize, like, you get arrested first, put into the back of a cop car, and then you go to court later. So it's technically, you're not innocent until proven guilty.
Oh my God, it's your friends just playing on my phone. But then they also, and I didn't know this until I brought it up to Anthony, they called you pretending that Anthony gave them.
I had thought about canceling the podcast, and
right.
I asked you if you want to cancel the podcast.
Yay!
All right. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Keep It Coming podcast. We have our favorite, Shayan, and your least favorite, me.
Oh my God, it's just us two today.
I know. It's been a little while since it's been just us two. So what has happened? We didn't film last week either.
No, I got sick.
You were really sick.
I know. Apparently, did you get the cold? I got the cold.
No, I don't really get sick though. I take a lot of zinc.
Oh, and you know what I realized? That's so good. Okay, advice to anyone out there: Zycam.
Oh yeah,
is the best stuff if you feel sick and you need to get ready like right away.
Yeah.
Zycam. And then emergency.
Okay.
So that's what I lived off of. But
Nice.
I'm finally alive. I'm coming back to life.
Well, welcome. So tell us what happened the last 2 weeks. Anything crazy and exciting?
Stuff I can't talk about just yet.
Okay.
But I have a new crush.
Okay.
Yes.
Possible future guest.
Possible future guest, possible crush. Like, I'm in love. Shayan's very happy.
Okay.
she has a new crush. You know, she loves a good crush, but we can't talk about it because I don't want to jinx it, and also I don't want to cease and desist too.
Right. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. But it's good. How have you been?
Good. I saw a therapist.
Actually.
No, you were my therapist.
Oh, okay.
So I took it upon myself. We're gonna
Okay.
do a little deep on this episode probably.
Okay,
So
good.
Shayan and I talked a lot. I had thought about canceling the podcast, and I asked you if you want to cancel the podcast. You know, just because you saw some comments in the YouTube, which I've seen them too. So
Right. Well, I mean, I ignored the comments. but
yeah, which
I was.
one of them was like, does he even like you? And I could see, there, for anyone out there watching, yes, I love Shayan. She's my favorite. And I think that since I edit a lot of our short form content, everything that I would do would just be quick. So it'd just be like, yes, calling you a man, talking about your back hair, talking about like calling out your flaws. And like, it's just because in my mind, it would just be like, oh, this is going to be viral. Like people are going to see a beautiful girl and hear back hair, and immediately just did, because in my mind all I think about is short form. So like, Shayan knows, like, whenever we get on the podcast, it's like ask a question, have a climax, and have a conclusion all within a minute, because that's what people's brain does. But it's like at the end of the day, like, our podcast is long form, so and I'm not the greatest at being sincere or expressing emotions.
But you are,
and
though.
Feelings.
You are, like, as a way of like accountability, you are, though, because I tell all my friends, I'm like, if there is one person I could call and I know will always be there, it's always you.
Yeah.
The most consistent person in my life has always been you.
But I could say, like, I probably do a terrible job of portraying it through the camera. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's like,
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still think it's like actions speak louder than words. I 100%, because I'm the opposite. I feel like I can talk, but when it actually comes down, like, I'm the last person you want to call if you need a favor, because I'm very much like in my own world all the time, whereas you are the opposite. Like, you are actually like there for people. You just have like a little bit of a harder exterior, but I like that, though, because it's like, it's all about actions, and that's what I always say. It's all about actions.
Yeah. And I mean, we've kind of like broached the topic in the past of how, like, I just don't have the tolerance for a lot of people in general. And like, and it's tough because, like, some people might think it's racist, or some people may think it's fat phobic or anything. But like, I just, one thing we've talked about that really hit home is that, like, you kept asking me, like, where is it coming from? Where's it stemming from? What did you say it was? You were saying, like, what's not the motive, but like, what is intent?
Yeah. Oh, yes, your intentions.
Like, in my intentions. And it's just like, I don't surround myself with people that tell me no. You know what I mean? I will never, I could say the most zany, crazy, off the wall, borderline racist shit, and my friends will just cheer it on, and they'll love it, and they'll laugh about it. You know what I mean? And like, no one will ever sit there and tell me no. No one will be like, oh, how dare you? Whereas, like, you surround yourself with people who would be like, Shayan, you probably shouldn't say that, because they're very social media forward, and you know.
I mean, my friends and the type of friends that I hang around, like they do like to push the boundaries but especially in the comedy realm. And whenever I try to like push little things here and there, it's definitely from a place of comedy because I feel like that's what comedy is. It's like teetering on the line of like, that's a little scary, but that's the shock value and that's what makes people like, oh my
so
God.
that's what you're saying where the intent is from.
Yeah.
Because like, I could see, I think that, I don't know if it's just, I've said it before where my algorithms are so shitty where it's just like I see the stereotype and I immediately it gets to me and I'm like, all right, like I hate this person because of that. Why can't this person get skinny? You know what I mean?
Right.
Why is this person doing this? So why is this person doing that? And it's like, I don't know, and it sucks because
Yeah. No, that makes, I mean, yeah. But also, I mean, I got called out for a lot of random things too. And I think a lot of times, especially recently, I feel like some people have been a little nitpicky because it's like my stuff is I'm putting a lot of stuff out there.
For sure.
So now it's kind of like.
I'm sure you guys see it. You turn your Instagram on and Shayan.
But it's like I have noticed that now people are trying to like really dissect me and really get to know who I am. And I've actually been called out for a few things. Like there was someone who there were a few people that got upset with me because of Mr. Number.
Oh, yes.
And me talking about that.
Yeah, I saw those comments.
But
too.
I also had so many girls hit me up and tell me, "Oh my God, thank you for talking about this. Now I
for
can use it."
sure. And that,
so it's hard.
I think with the Mr. Number thing though, also, if people know that it's out there, I think they're gonna fall in line. Like, if there wasn't Yelp, a lot of these restaurants would just run rampant and they'd have cockroaches in your shit. You know what I mean?
100%.
But now that everyone knows the Yelp is there,
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, like, you don't want a bad review.
Right. And also at the same time, it's like these people that are calling me, I mean, listen, my experience is I've been an escort for 12 years. That is something that app specifically has brought so much help for me and so much help for so many of my friends. But it's one of those things where it's like, I didn't know until someone told me about it.
Yeah.
And this is at the end of the day, the majority of the people I'm under the impression that the people that are logging on to watch this are other trans sex workers. So I'm thinking I'm talking to them, but then I guess I forget that sometimes when something is clipped, it's going out to like the majority of the public. And it's like, then I get it. So I understand that and I do apologize for that. But at the same time, like my intentions was not in the worst place. And I also, just to clarify, I don't ever want to like apologize for necessarily things that I said. Like I'm very much the type of person where it's like if I said it, and it's out there. My bad if you took offense to it. I'm learning, and just know that my intention was not in the wrong place. That's the biggest thing, I think, is ultimately intentions. And with you, and I think when I was a little like, because I always, we always banter that way. But I think there was a point where I was kind of like, okay, are his intentions okay? Like, is he okay? I didn't think it was ever a direct thing. And whenever anyone's in a mood, I always have to remind myself that it's not necessarily how they are with the external. I always want to question, what are you going through internally? And that was my thing with you. It wasn't necessarily of like Anthony, why are you saying this? It's more so of like why is this like, where is this stemming from? Like, where is this like, that's,
I really think it's just my algorithm. Like, I sat down with myself, like with Vicky Vox. I sat down with myself.
Yeah.
And I thought, and I'm like, man, like I really do. I like my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. I do think that I could use some different friends for sure. 100%. For sure. Because like you even made it, very clear when you're like, look, all of your friends that we had on the podcast have never reposted our shit.
Never posted us.
I could talk about them. I could say whatever I want. They're never going to watch this shit.
No,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
And your friends will have like a watch party. You know what I mean?
Literally.
So it's like, it goes to show just the difference right there. You know
well, and
what I
also I think too, like, I mean, I do like a lot of your friends. I have fun with a lot of your friends. But I also think at the same time, it's like, we don't really know what they talk about per se. And when they prank called you and I, that was kind of a
we could
moment.
talk about that.
Yeah, we can.
Go for it.
So Anthony's friends, this is good. You're having this discovery with yourself and you're already starting to branch out and have new friends. Like you're becoming close with Drake Vaughn and Jay Danger and like all of them. Like I feel like they're such great people now that they're in your life. And who's the other one that you guys are friends with? He's really sweet too. But it's like you're venturing out and you're surrounding yourself around people who are accepting you more. Whereas Anthony's previous friends, they say a lot of very odd things. And although I've had great experiences with them, they did cross the line a little bit. They called me basically pretending to be a client and, offering me all this money and blah, blah, blah. But then they started like making this joke about like pegging and then I realized like, oh my God, it's your friends just playing on my phone. But then they also, and I didn't know this until I brought it up to Anthony, they called you and pretended like
They sent me a text.
or text.
Yeah, it's funny.
Pretending that Anthony gave them.
I'm gonna read it actually.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. It is so bad.
So it goes, "Hey Tony, I don't know how to say this to you. One, as we haven't seen each other in a while, and two, as I don't really have the integrity to tell you who I am. I have contracted HIV over a month ago, and you and I have been with each other more recently than that. I think it's best that you get tested. I am so sorry that I did this to you. Literally. I just woke up. Okay, this was at 9 a.m. And I was like, my heart sank a little bit, but then I immediately was like, well, I'm on prep A and B. I haven't had sex with someone in a long time. And my response was like, LOL, I'm on prep, so I'm not too worried about it. Thank you, though. And I was like, and who is this? I was like, I haven't had sex with anyone in a long time. He goes, thank God. I know it was a while ago, but I can't lie. It was one of the best times I've had. And I sent like a screenshot of like my most recent test. And I was like, I'm really sorry that happened to you. And then he goes to say, can we hang out again? And I was like, can you send me a picture? And they send me a picture of someone that I know. Like, I know this person. And as soon as they sent me that picture, I was like, laugh my ass off. That's a friend of mine. Like, who is this? And then they sent me a picture of themselves. But I will say, like, I like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, my heart, like, no one wants a text like that, first and foremost. No. But also, I just was like, I don't know, it's weird. So
yeah, it's just
I didn't know that they did that to you as well.
Yeah,
so,
well, mine was like a client. They were basically pretending to be my client. They were like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to," because I have this one client specifically who takes me to Thermal, which those of you who don't know, Thermal is like a racing, car
Palm
racing,
Springs.
Members only. You have to own a house. Like, it's very exclusive. And I had lost contact with that client, and I thought it was him hitting me up. I was so excited. I was like ready for the deposit. And when I got the deposit, it was from one of your friends. So I was like, "Are you fucking kidding?" $5, even though I said the deposit was $500. I was so pissed, but also it was just a moment where I'm like, you know what, like. There are a lot of times where I'm like, listen, I love to put myself in spaces and rooms with people who don't necessarily understand my life or understand our lives. And I like to be that person to kind of be like, hey, like, let's bridge the gap. But I'm also realizing that, like, I'm not ready to like jump hoops for someone that's not going to 100% accept me fully. Like, if you have a problem, if you have an issue, if you're DL, if you're this, if you're that, that's your problem. That's not my problem, because I know who the fuck I am. You might not know who the fuck you are, but I sure as hell know who the fuck I am. So and I'm happy that you're seeing it too. And I'm happy that you're experiencing it. And it's like, yeah. But also your friend group and the people that you surround yourself with, you're friends with people of all ages and sizes and
for sure,
colors and everything. I mean, one of your best friends is literally a trans woman of color. So it's like, you know.
But I'll say, though, before I met you, I didn't fuck with trans people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you changed me.
Yeah.
Changed my mind.
Yeah. But that friend group is lame anyways.
No, I mean,
boring.
every friends group has their moments, you know what I mean? But yeah, I could see, you know, it really hit home when you were just like, you were like, they talk shit about me behind when I'm not there. Imagine what they're saying about you when you're not there. And I'm just like, right, you're probably right.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of malice, but I'm sure, you know, like,
right.
My nickname is Gay Tony.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Which isn't, you know, it doesn't hurt my feelings or anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
mine is Chirac, which is crazy. Like, that's actually insane. But they can, I mean, you know, but
yeah,
it's
getting hot in here.
Yeah, but oh my God, when I'm going through this new thing, I learned a lesson. So I always do this in certain points in my life when I realize I'm getting very negative. And I was looking back at like some of the clips and stuff, and I realized, oh my God, I've become so negative lately, and I've been sending a lot of crazy things. I've been getting drunk and sending very negative texts, and I think that is such an unattractive quality. I notice that it's fun to kiki, it's fun to gossip, but I do notice that being a negative person ultimately makes you an uglier person. And there is this book that I read when I was in my younger 20s, and it was like it was not 7 laws of power, it's like 7 laws of success or something.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the biggest ones is negativity.
Okay.
And you have to eliminate it, you have to remove it. And basically you have to practice every day. Like when you wake up, if you have a negative thought about something or someone, you have to switch it.
Yeah.
And it's hard because I woke up that day and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I get on the call and one of my good friends knows about this girl that I don't like. And she was like pushing my buttons with her and being like, oh my God, she's so cool. She's so this, she's so that. And I'm just like,
okay.
yeah. And I'm like ready. And I know she's doing it to like get me to break and to tell, like get me to be like, yeah, fuck that bitch. But I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah, she's cool. Yeah. I don't know. It's a little lesson. It's a little exercise.
Yeah,
I recommend it to any and everyone out there. Definitely try it.
Yeah.
But it helps. And I've been happier. So now I'm like in love with some new boy. So
We'll see how long this lasts.
yeah.
Well, I vow to try to not call you a man whenever
Yeah, that would be nice.
straight boys are over here.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
It's just like it's
Well,
it's like the
know.
low hanging fruit though. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing where it's like even I've noticed myself like it's like I'm not gonna like the hands comment, the jokes of this where it's just like they get old and but it's like that's why in the last episode when I was just like this is just too easy. You know what I mean? But at the same time I'm just like all right, well, it's me trying to be comedic where it's just like, I'm not a comedian. That's not my persona. You're the comedian. You bring the comedy to the podcast. I bring the questions, the serious. Like, I keep people in line.
But so many gay guys do that to trans girls all the time, though. They love to clock the girls. It just happens. But I also think it's like, especially if it's around a straight
it's like
boy.
that pick-me mentality, right? Like,
kind of. Well, I think like if you're around a straight boy, and let's just say it's like a hot straight boy, if you're calling me a man, what the hell are they going to think about you? You know what I mean? If you want to sleep with if you see a sexy straight guy, right? And you're like, oh my God, he's so hot. Like, oh, I want to like, maybe he might, be into me or whatever. But like calling a trans girl a man isn't going to help your case. You know what I mean? Like if anything you want
I could see how it's like the bro out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you make the connection. Because actually like, so I recently just watched this movie about the accomplice to a serial killer.
Okay.
And basically how the serial killer would actually take little boys and it was like this crazy thing. It was like back in 1972. It just came out on HBO. It was a crazy documentary. But they're like everyone always interviews the serial killer, not the accomplices. So she didn't accomplice, and it's like the serial killer is like, okay, the way that he was able to bring him into his group was they initially will start with like a really bad or dirty joke, just like to engage the reaction. Okay. Based on the reaction of that person is how far they could take the next joke, and then that's how they create the bond. Okay. And like it's a thing that guys do, I guess, like subconsciously they'll say like the worst joke possible, and if no one laughs, then like it's not my cup of tea type shit. You know what I mean? And if that one person laughs, then you're gonna be drawn to them. I don't know. It's really weird because I was like, how do the person with a serial killer is trying to make the connection on how bonds are made with people who are willing to do like obscene thing to anyone. Like it's really crazy. I'll put the name of it on there. I don't know.
That's interesting. I always am wary of people who bond over like disliking someone. That's a big red flag. Like if you're just like if you like bond with someone just solely off of like talking shit about someone you don't like. Yeah. That's the worst friendship. Those friendships always blow up in your face.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm always wary of this.
So if a guy cheats on you, with a girl, who are you gonna be more mad at?
If a guy cheats on me?
If you knew that the girl knew he was in a relationship,
that's hard.
Who would you be more mad at?
I mean, well, she knew.
She knew.
Oh, fuck you. But oh my God, you just made me break my negativity. Whoopsies. I gotta go put like a penny in the jar. I mean, it's hard because it's like, I think what it is ultimately it's like when you loved someone, it's very hard to unlove someone, if that makes sense.
The heart wants what it wants.
Yeah. So it's like, even no matter how wrong someone could, like how dirty someone could do you, it's so hard to switch your brain from like, I literally love this person every single day to, oh my God, they wronged me. Now I have to hate them. Like, sometimes it's like it takes a while for the brain to rewire. But if it's someone completely random and you don't know and they did you dirty, no, that's like I never had love for you once, so now
So
all I
I'm
have
gonna rephrase
is
the question
pure hate.
for a clip.
Okay.
See, this is how we do this. You guys get a behind the scenes. We won't cut this out either. But I'm literally gonna just be like, all right, Shayan, you're dating a man. Some random girl who knew that he was in a relationship with you, cheated on you with her. Who are you more mad at? Who are you blaming?
The girl.
For sure. Interesting.
Yeah.
I would blame the person I'm dating.
Really?
They should know better.
No, because
Look,
because
you can't wreck a happy home.
But you can't unlove someone you've loved like for so long. It's hard. It's hard to unlove someone.
I don't know. I think I could.
But you can like not like someone who you never liked once, and then they just did you dirty.
I never understood that. I never understood where it's like you'll see the clip where it's just like the girl goes and the guy's cheating on her and she starts fighting the girl. I'm like, fight your man, bitch. Like, you know what I mean?
No, you gotta fight the girl.
No.
Yeah, you gotta fight the girl fiercely. Yeah. Okay, well, what about this? Okay, a random car cuts you off.
Okay.
Or your friend or your boyfriend cuts you off. Like, you're gonna get more mad at like the random person, right? I don't know.
I love she tries to use car bro talk.
I guess. Like,
That's
you're
totally
gonna get
different,
more
though.
mad.
I honestly think, and you guys are gonna hate me for this, but you can't wreck a happy home. And what I mean when I say this is like, if the home was happy, he wouldn't be in your bed.
But men just, I don't know.
If I'm doing something wrong that causes you to cheat on me, I'm gonna look inward.
No, but it's not your fault that someone people cheating on you. A lot of times it is them.
A lot of times maybe.
It's
but
them,
if it's every time, then it's probably you.
I mean, I cheated on someone, and that was their fault.
See, like, okay, when I date someone, I openly tell them I don't like monogamous relationships. I prefer an open relationship. Yeah. Whether they choose to move forward and be like, well, I would like to have a close relationship, at least I put it out there. So at least we can circle back if I do cheat on them.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I told you.
Mine is if you try to control me, I will cheat on you. Because I don't know what it is when someone tells me not to do something or controls me. That's when I'm like, I'm going to cheat. Yeah. Usually.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like if they, I don't know. If there's a lot of ego that takes in place, then I will cheat. And I've done it once.
So random. Shayan, would you ever suck a dick with a condom on?
Yeah, all the time.
That's
for money.
So great.
Yeah, for money.
Even for money. I don't know.
Yeah.
The idea of putting a latex,
no, it sucks. It
like
feels
go sit
weird.
there and
It's
put a
like,
balloon.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird to me. Like,
yeah, it sucks.
I don't know. I have people that'll like, a guy will just be like, yeah, I'm into oral, like only with a condom. I will block you so fucking fast.
If it's like a random hookup, no, cream pie all the way. But if it's like a client, absolutely. Because I'm creating that barrier between you and I where this is like solely just like work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll suck a dick with a condom.
With a condom.
That's wild.
Yeah.
How much?
What do you mean?
What's your rate? How much would you charge someone to suck a dick with a condom on? I
I
would charge more than without.
No, you don't. Well, you don't pay for the service. You pay for the
The
time.
hour?
So it's 1,000 for my.
Okay, regardless.
But I don't know. It's probably going up now too.
Inflation.
Well, inflation, and I mean,
She's like CC's Pizza.
Literally, I really do. I love CC's Pizza. The macaroni and cheese pizza.
That plant's attacking your hair.
Huh?
Your plant's attacking your hair.
Oh, I'm also having a wardrobe malfunction here. So every time I breathe,
I think you should stand up and give us a twirl.
I don't know. I'm really bloated right now.
Let's see. Shayan has
And actually,
lost
my foot fell asleep.
so much weight.
What?
You've lost so much weight.
Did I actually? No, I didn't.
So much weight. Let's see.
I'm trying to lose 21. Well, no. Okay, so look, this is supposed to go up, but it just like, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I've actually lost 2 waist sizes.
Actually?
I have not been a 32 in a long time.
You were 34.
So I was a 34. I was, and I knew this. My little belt was slowly. I'm like, oh my god, it's actually going backwards. Like belts don't stretch, like pants stretch. I'm like, okay, doesn't matter what material it is, whatever. So for anyone out there, I'm gonna put you onto my diet. Okay. So, and I was gonna keep this as a secret and charge for it.
Oh my god.
But I'm a big fan of fasting. You know, so I try my best to do a 14-hour fast. I do. I try to do my best to do a 14-hour fast. And then I like to work out fasted. But even if I just run any kind, because like you burn like 300% more calories working out.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of like 3 meals a day. I think that's totally like the craziest thing I've ever heard. You're feeding cancer cells. People out there, when you have 3 square meals a day, that's You're not supposed to do that.
Right.
Like, it's not how it goes. Like, whatever they're feeding you, bullshit.
Right.
But so then my first meal, I will do a scoop of Manuka honey, a teaspoon of that, because that puts you into like fat burning mode. So it still keeps you in ketosis too. Like you're kind of burning it. And then my meal after that is I have half of a grapefruit, which everyone calls me like an old lady.
Diet.
But I am on the grapefruit diet.
That was like the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. You'd wake up and have grapefruit.
I mainly started doing that actually because I thought that I had kidney stones for a little while because I went to the doctor and they said they found whatever and blah, blah, blah. So they're like citrus with water. Good for kidney stones. Okay. But then I realized I really like it. So, and it was like shredding the weight off, to be honest with you. And like my abs are gonna be incoming very, very soon.
Wow. Finally.
So
now
that's my diet basically.
You.
And then after that, I'll literally just have like 2 decent sized meals throughout the day. And then that's it. But I mean, you guys should all try that. Like, I know it's hard. You're not going to die. I promise you. There's people who do 4-day fasts.
Right.
Well, Shayan, you love deep conversations. Yeah. And I normally don't allow you to do your deep conversations because I'm like, it's not good for short form content. Which, by the way, you guys, we don't make any money on like YouTube or any of our long form because we get demonetized for everything. So we only make money on short form clips. Like, so that's why like I have short form brain, Shayan has long form brain. Yeah. 100%. So now is your chance. What is something that you've wanted to talk about on the podcast that we haven't really talked about that's a little bit more deep? And I do know one thing you wanted me to talk about was, and I never got deep on it because I didn't know how to talk about it, but would be me losing my dad. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's interesting because I never thought about it. And this is where there's times where I actually question, and there's whoever's a psychologist out there or a therapist, you can go ahead and freely diagnose me. And I at times wonder if I am a little sociopathic. Oh, shut up. Only because I just, like when my dad passed away, I went to Colombia and I chose not to deal with it. I was like, I didn't want to go to the funeral. I didn't, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't cry at all, ever. Like, you know, and people tell me like, oh, I cry, you cry a lot. People cry a lot. And it's not because I put up this like tough man thing. I just look at something and I'm like, I don't feel it. You know what I mean? Like it just, you know what I mean? You've probably seen me cry one time.
Twice.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't even know what they were for.
Once we were watching.
Was I fucked up?
No, we were watching someone get proposed to in the mall, and you were when I said,
oh my god, that's so.
It was a mall proposal, and I'm like watching this. I'm like, oh, that's cute, like, you know, whatever. And I'm like hearing like. And I looked back, and you're literally crying, and I'm like, "There's no way!"
Oh my god!
Like, are you kidding?
I think it's because I think in like how I think I remember that one now, but it was like a whole thing.
Yeah,
like,
in the mall. It was cute. It was really
but
cute.
But like in the background, I'm like, oh my gosh, to put all of this together.
Yeah.
Like,
see, stuff like that does not make me cry. I'm like, whatever.
I like look into the deep, and I think it's because like I don't personally think that I'll find love, but I think that it's out there for other people. Yeah. And like I like the idea of love. I like love and love. But like, do I think it's real? Probably not. But like I see it and I'm like, oh, that's cute. Okay, so that was one time. What was the other time?
And then, well, this is personal, but it was like in Vegas.
Oh, when I did. Oh,
yeah. At the wedding.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. So yeah, that was wild because like I look at deeper like what it took for this person to do this. So I guess we could talk about it. But my dad's best friend, who they grew up with, high school, blah blah. Right. While my dad was on his deathbed, he made his best friend promise to watch over us and to relay a message at some point, which it was like, the message was like, you know, regardless of you being gay or whatever, like I've always loved you. Yeah. Which like that did get me because I was like, dang, like this guy, my dad, this just happened and my dad has already been dead for like 7 years. Yeah. So this person like was like waiting to see me to tell me in person because I haven't seen him, and he showed up at my sister's wedding. Right. He's been carrying this on his shoulders, and he told me, you know, he basically told me, he's like, look, I've been trying to tell you this for years. I just didn't know the right time. And I was like, okay, so that actually, I feel like that's a reason to cry, right? Like, but I don't know. There's other things that I just don't know. Yeah.
Well, there's no, and this is what I tell a lot of people, because you're actually not the first person that's close to me that's mentioned that to me before. Because I have another friend, And she specifically called me to tell me that. She's like, Shayan, I don't know why I feel like I need to talk to you about this, but she was like, someone in her family is like dying basically. And she was like, and for some reason, like everyone around me is getting emotional. I'm not emotional. She was like, and I feel so like weird. Like people are just looking at me like, why are you not emotional? Why are you not like, but I think to every single person, I learned this at a very young age. I went to my friend's dad's funeral in like high school. And I remember I went with one of my friends, and one of my friends started laughing at the funeral. And I was like looking at her, and I was like, "Are you
I'm the
fucking
kind of guy that
serious?"
laughs at a funeral. Okay, understand what I mean? You soon will. Sorry, that's
What?
that's a line from a song.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, she was laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong?" And everyone was like getting annoyed with her. And then she opened up to me. She started crying, and she was like, "I don't know why, but whenever like there's like very like sad moments, she was like, instead of crying, I just start laughing."
That's
She was like,
wild.
"I don't know why," and it's been like that all my life. And so that was sort of a moment where I realized is like everyone interprets, you know, loss and this and that in multiple ways. And I don't think there is necessarily anything wrong with interpreting it in a different way because, you know, you don't like sociopaths and stuff, like they don't have like dogs and animals and stuff. They don't like animals.
Well, isn't that a
like,
psychopath?
or maybe that's a psychopath.
Yeah, psychopaths harm animals.
Oh, okay.
Sociopaths, I think, just lack empathy. And that's the thing is like,
Oh.
I find myself lacking empathy a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I have empathy tattooed on me.
That's funny.
It's literally empathy.
Yeah, I
tattooed
actually,
on me.
okay, so
in Farsi, they said it was spelled wrong, but it's supposed to mean empathy.
So one of the managers at the bar is like, he's an empath. He's very empathetic, Sebastian.
Right, yeah.
And I actually walked in the office the day after we talked, and I sat down and I was like, Sebastian, I was like, I think I need you to teach me how to be empathetic. And he looked at me, he goes, are you fucking with me right now? Like, are you being serious? Like, because like I normally give him so much shit because like he consistently is empathetic. Like someone hit his car like 2 days ago, and I told him, I was like, you should, you know, you got to go through the insurance. And he goes, no, you know, the karma will get him, and it's blah blah blah. Okay. And I was like, because the person wrote a letter and put it on his window or a note. Okay. And he goes, that was a really nice thing that they did. At least they did that, you know.
Okay, well that's a little much.
Yeah,
you do have to think logical, Sebastian.
Yeah, and I was like, and he's like, well, you know, I'm an empath, and I think that karma will eventually, you know, catch up with them, type shit. And I was like, okay, or you could just call their insurance company, you know. But I did hit him up, and I was like, you know, empathy. And he's been sending me things like, well, a lot of times, like empathy is taught at such a young age. It's kind of something that if you haven't learned it by now, you're not going to learn it. So now you just got to kind of train yourself to at least express something. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, cool. Because it's like, I you know, it may be the case of like, can't teach an old dog new tricks. Can't teach a gay dog straight tricks.
Right.
But,
well, no, so the reason why I actually got this tattooed on me, this was like, I think this is my first tattoo. This was my second tattoo. And it was because I think I was like 18, 19. And at the time I was studying theater. Like that was my ultimate goal, was to be an actress, you know, and that was what I was studying. And I remember I went to like this one acting coach, and he was telling me about advice that Meryl Streep gave as far as like acting goes, because he kept telling me, he was like, you're not ready to be an actor. You need to develop your groundings first. And I didn't understand that. He was like, you really need to develop your groundings. Like, it's like the foundation of a house. And he was basically saying like, I didn't really know who I was. And he was right. I didn't know who the fuck I was. I had a lot of growing up to do. And I've always been a late bloomer when it comes to a lot of things. And in that moment, he talked about how, you know, Meryl Streep one of the best actresses out there, talked about with acting that empathy is very important. And when I started reading a lot of these acting books, which end up being like self-help books ultimately, it all talks about empathy. And then it also talks about having a vivid imagination, which is also, you know, that's something that we have to keep. Vulnerability, which is really important. And removing vanity, which is really hard for a lot of people. Because obviously it's LA, it's Hollywood. You want to look good, you want to be beautiful. Being, you know, vain it gets you in the door. For sure, but having to remove all of that, especially when it comes to acting, is very important. You have to not be able to don't be afraid to look crazy basically
Mm-hmm.
on camera or look ugly or whatever it is, because
Yeah.
ultimately you're playing real people. So I think when I was studying acting a lot, it was actually teaching me a lot about myself and life in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I grew up so closed off to the real world, and I grew up in this perfect little bubble called Plano, Texas.
Yeah.
Obviously, I saw a lot of crazy things and I went through and experienced
Mm-hmm.
a lot of crazy things. But I think moving out to LA was so important to me because I was able to like learn a lot about different people.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so that's what it is. So empathy ultimately, yeah, I think it helps the quality of your life, you know? And
Interesting.
yeah.
I don't know. I have a really quality life.
Well, no, you have a
Well.
yes. No, I know.
Speaking of quality life,
Okay.
Shayan, would you rather suck a sturdy, uncut wiener or eat a hairy ass?
Is the ass clean?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Ass.
A hairy ass?
Yeah.
Just like floss it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say the ass too.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I can't do a smelly uncut wiener.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry. See, I have to lighten things up a little bit.
I have a good question for you. Actually, someone asked me this. Would you rather date a guy who has fucked everyone, like when you go to the bar, they fucked like the bartender, they fucked the server, they fuck a few people that you like like basically whenever you go out, they're like, oh, I fucked that person, that person, that person. Or would you rather date a guy who all of his exes are like famous actors and actresses, so whenever you go like see a movie, he's like, oh, that's my ex?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same.
Yeah, like what?
Because I'm like, well, at least like you
Yeah.
dated iconic people.
Yeah,
so,
that and
like,
you don't have to run into them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, well, they have security now and then like a million different numbers by now. Yeah.
That was the easy one.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Well, some people, they get it like, I don't know. Like, what if like you dated a guy whose ex was like Kim Kardashian? Like, that wouldn't like trigger you a little?
No. No, not at all. 'Cause I got you now, bitch.
Oh!
Okay, would you rather date someone with bad breath or really bad BO?
I don't mind BO. So
Really? Even if it's like the grilled onions from In-N-Out type shit?
I like a little BO. Breath, no. BO.
Oh, that is tough.
Yeah,
I asked this
BO's
question because
hot.
I couldn't do either personally. But if I had to choose,
no.
yeah, because like the In-N-Out fries BO, like okay, I like. There's a difference between BO and a man's scent. Like just a scent of a man after the gym. Fun, you know what I mean? Like, cool, the pheromones are there. But if it's like homeless style BO, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of hot.
no.
Yeah, it's sexy.
Ooh, no. But yeah, you're right.
you're
Bad breath is
such-
bad breath.
Well, no.
See, the thing is, bad breath, if you
yeah.
got bad breath, I'm just not going to kiss you. That's
well,
it.
I just think like you might
Why not
have
take you to the dentist?
tartar, you might have a cavity, you might have something in there.
What do you think is more fixable, though?
Throwing someone in the shower, just having them use my body wash. I think.
More than brushing your teeth?
No, yeah, no. Dental
Okay.
like hygiene,
Oral
you have
hygiene.
to go in. Yeah, oral stuff. Trust me, I learned. I've gone through my fair share of issues, but now she's good, honey. She's
All right.
great.
Would you date someone who has herpes?
Yeah.
Like, openly? Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, unless they don't have an outbreak. You know that. Oh, you know that actually happened to me recently?
What?
So, this is so crazy. So I hooked up with this model boy. So hot. So hot. I think you would have gagged. And he was so hot. I met him at Barney Scenery. I saw him. I was like, oh my God. We have a mutual friend. He posted a photo dump and the model boy was in it. And I was like, oh my God. And then I saw him and I was like, oh, like, I know your friend. And he was like, like gagged, right? Randomly, he calls me and he's like, oh my God, I need to talk to you. Like, this is very important. And I was like, okay. And he calls me and he's like, I just wanted to let you know that like this guy like lied to you and like whatever. And he actually has herpes. And he was like freaking out on the phone. He was like, this guy has herpes.
Damn.
And he also said, I'm recording this conversation, by the way. And then it literally notified me that I was recording. And I was like, okay. Like, I literally was like, okay, like what's wrong with that? And then he was like, well, he didn't tell you, like he has herpes. I'm like, you didn't have an outbreak, like I'm fine, like I'm good, like what? Like it was so weird.
Oh, see, I guess I'm thinking about it. Like, are you thinking like oral, or are you thinking like?
No, he had that herpes, but I didn't see anything. You notice, like
I hooked up with a guy that it was on his wiener.
Yeah, you would see it.
I only had seen it once, and like he tried lying about it too.
Well,
he literally said that he got his dick stuck in the zipper, and I was like,
yeah, no, there's a lot of like negativity around her. So many people have herpes. Your mom probably has herpes. Your dad probably has herpes. Like so many people have it, and it's completely normal. It's fine. If you get a cold sore, that's a form of herpes. That's
I know that
type
too.
1, right?
I did mean like herpes. Like,
no, full blown herpes. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hooked up with he fully had it, and I'm fine.
What about? I've seen warts, and warts are like scaly, and like I used to have one right here.
I had something. It was whatever, but
so I used to have one right here because I had frogs.
Oh my god, I had. Like, no, that's an urban legend.
What?
You can't get them from.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, when they pee on you. Yeah, for sure.
No way.
Yeah, well, ask ChatGPT, but I'm pretty
used to have one.
Actually,
right
hey Siri.
here.
Hey Siri, can you get warts from frogs?
Here's an answer from mentalfloss.com.
You're right.
It's a man, yeah.
I had a frog. It was a Pac-Man frog.
A little crazy dude.
And
it's all good.
And no, I was young. I was like, I just had it growing up because where I grew up, there was frogs everywhere, and I always play with these damn frogs.
Yeah.
I just thought that's where it came from. I guess not. Maybe because I was a dirty whore.
Yeah.
At like 15.
God. And you think I'm definitely this guy literally looked like Chad Michael Murray, bitch. That boy, he could give me whatever the fuck I do. I give a damn. He was so fine.
A baby.
Bitch, he was so fine. I'm like, girl, I don't care. And literally on the phone, I was like, I don't care. And he was like, oh, well, his ex-girlfriend is like worried. I'm like, okay. Like, what does that have to do with me?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Yes, Shayan will still fuck you if you got warts.
Yes. Sexy.
And herpes.
I'll bite them off. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, listen, if it's not showing, if it's not visible,
all right, I have a good one, Shayan.
Okay.
We asked this to all of our guests, but I've never asked you this. What is a question
that I've always wanted to be asked?
That I've never asked you that you wanted to be asked? Have you thought about that?
No, I actually haven't.
Yeah, interesting. I haven't either. We have to come. We'll circle back to this.
Yeah.
I just figured if we're getting deep on this whole episode, if you guys actually stuck through all of this, like, thank you. 'Cause I know it's different than our normal layout, but I was like, let's get this out of the way.
Oh, do you know what golf stands for?
No.
Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Really? No way. Is that actually?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't tried to cancel that shit yet. What the fuck?
I'm kidding. I'm like, I don't know if it actually is.
I was like, damn.
But someone said that, and I was like, yeah. But I didn't realize that's like why men golf is to like get away from their wives.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think.
You need to take up golf. I took golf lessons
I know.
To impress a boy. Mm-hmm. No, I swear, I'm dangerous. When I'm in love, it's bad. It's bad because he was like this football player guy and he golfed. And I was like, I'm going to golf. And I would literally post like stories of me being like, oh, long day of golfing. And like, he'd be like, wow, that's so cool.
I remember Shayan.
Oh my God.
You tried to get me to go with you.
Yeah.
Like,
and I went to golf tech. I learned. And I also realized that I think a big reason why women don't really, well, there are female golfers, but if you have big boobs, it's really hard to golf because you have to like go over and it hurt. It's just like, oh, it's uncomfortable.
Interesting.
So yeah. Golf.
All right, so we're gonna do our little coming in hot segment. And I only have one question here, but and it wasn't really a question. It was more or less like a statement. We could talk about it, but someone just posted it on Facebook, and he goes, "Look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but you want to be accepted as a woman, but can't accept someone for their height. Make it make sense, please." Less of a question, more of a trolley comment. But I want to know too, Shayan. How can you judge guys when you don't want to be judged?
I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I like tall guys. It's sexy. I just like to feel like little. I don't know. I just think like I'm a big here comes the vanity that I'm trying to work on. I like aesthetic, and I just think aesthetically it looks better when the guy is just
No short king, Shayan?
I tried a short king. He had Napoleon
Yeah.
complex. Most short kings have Napoleon complex for sure.
Interesting.
You have it a little. Just a little. They always have to, prove we got it. We got it. Yeah, that was why.
I remember.
Oh my God, I said his name. Never mind. But yeah, him. It was crazy. He came up underneath my boobs. It was so wild. And I was like, are you serious? It's so crazy. Yeah, but he would always he would always get like self-conscious and then like randomly be like, oh, you said you were gonna go to the gym with me, but don't worry, I have a girl that I like that's there. She's gonna work out with me. I'm like, okay, congratulations. Like,
Well,
what
are some good pop culture moments that's been going on? I feel like the news has been kind of silent,
no,
right?
it's just there's nothing like fierce going on as far as like no one's like fiercely. We already talked about the Sydney thing, so it was like whatever. There's some good movies out there. If anyone that's out there, get an AMC pass and go see the good.
She hates that I don't see movies.
I do, because I would love to have a segment where we just talk about movies.
I don't have time for movies.
I know, but they're so good, and it's
Too
like
busy editing this fucking podcast.
they're literally it's the one place where like you don't have your phone, so you have to focus.
Oh yeah, see, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I think it'd give me anxiety.
Yeah, you have to see Weapons. I think you would really like Weapons.
Okay.
I love the way scary movies are turning into more like intricate and
Mm-hmm.
more like. It's so fucking good. It's such a good movie. You have to see it. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I went to the premiere of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I have a crush.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that. What else? Yeah, no. Pop culture wise, there's nothing.
No. Okay.
Do you know the song that was playing in your baby videos?
In my what?
Your baby videos.
Baby
When
videos.
you were born, was there like a song that was playing when you were born?
There wasn't video cameras when I was born. The hell?
There wasn't a specific like song or anything that was playing when you were born.
You know what's weird is like the only song that plays through my head is like that Full House song, but like it was just someone else's baby videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What was yours?
Because I
That's
discovered, so my dad's a Libra. So,
Uh-huh.
Libras, they love their music, which is weird that you don't know Teal Hollis. But they love their music. And when I was born, my dad bought the REM album,
Oh gosh.
and Losing My Religion was playing in the background when I was born.
Like when you were born.
Obviously the screams and the blah, blah, blah. But like, I was like, and then he had it playing.
I didn't know.
And
that
he
was a thing.
and my dad, when he liked a song, he would listen to it over and over and over all day. And that was playing in my baby videos. Losing My Religion.
I love that song.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But like also it's very homoerotic.
Is it?
A lot of the music video, it's like a completely
I'll have to check
homoerotic music video, which is crazy
that.
because my dad was like literally hates gay people. So
Yeah.
it's like what? So wild. Yeah, we're working on him too.
God.
Yeah, we're working on him also. He definitely
Libras.
Yeah.
Oh.
You what? Yeah, my dad hates gay people. Hates
It's
them.
hard to. They're hard to like.
No, and it's so crazy because I'm like, talk about like the ultimate karma. Like your son is a woman now. Yeah, even for like 8 years, like he couldn't even look me like at all look at me or be in the same room as me. But regardless of that, like he's accepted me. He still like hates gay people. It's so crazy. Like whenever we'd be watching TV and a gay person would come on, turn this shit off. What the fuck is this? And I'm like, what? Like
My dad would do the same thing.
yes, Legally Blonde. I remember when it was like when he comes down, he's like, oh my God, the bend and snap
Oh,
works
yeah,
every
yeah.
time.
Yep.
Boom! That TV
Done.
went off. It was like, what the fuck? And it was like a whole thing. He would get angry. He would start yelling at everyone. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what? It's not my fault.
That was my dad with gay, and then when Obama was on.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
No, my
That's
parents.
the household I grew
Oh,
up in.
yeah. I mean, it's hard when you grow up in households. My family's opposite. They're like very liberal in certain ways. It was just when it came to gay, it was specifically gay. And
Yeah.
even my mom would say like some like crazy little, like she tries
Yeah.
it
My dad
fiercely.
would, the F word, which we can't say here because that
Yeah.
gets us demonetized
Yeah.
immediately. But it always, what's that shit? And I was like, God damn it. So,
We would say in Farsi, we call it kuni.
Kuni. Okay.
Oh, fuck. I mean, cancel, delete that. Matthias. Yeah, but kuni. It's not wild. Kuni just seems like butt, but that means that word.
Okay.
And then you like kuni and ew. Now I'm just thinking of my dad right now. And I'm like, oh, he pisses me off.
Hot. Do you think
But
your
we're
dad
getting
has a
along.
micro penis too? Have you ever seen your dad naked?
I never paid attention. We had a very like no naked household.
Oh, so it's probably small. Then.
We were not even that. We were just very like modest family.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, it was very like no one was shirtless. No one
Oh,
walked
really?
around.
We were always shirtless.
Really?
Yeah, always.
No, I mean I would wear
Boxers.
like t-shirts to the pool.
Mhm.
Like, dysphoric. I'd be like, oh my god, I have titties. So I'd wear a shirt to the pool. Because,
That's
like,
wild.
yeah, and I'd always wrap my towel around. Even as a boy, I would wrap my towel around like this, like,
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
yeah, like running around the house, like. Ugh.
And you wrap your hair.
Oh, I used to do this all the time too, when I was younger. And my dad one time beat the fuck out of me in front of everyone because I was like sitting there. I'm like, yeah. I'm like talking. I'm like, yeah. And he was like, boom, hit me so. That's why I'm partially deaf in this ear because my dad hit me so hard in there. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Does that necessarily beating the fuck out of you, or he just hit you once?
Right here.
Okay.
No, you did like literally.
Okay.
No, we had a. Would you ever hit your kids?
It depends. I never grew up being hit, so.
Really? Never.
No, my dad would always say the reason he doesn't hit. He'd be like, the reason I don't hit you is because I don't know if I'd be able to stop myself once I started.
Oh my god.
So
that's
that was
crazy.
like we all. But it was very much like we did what we wanted when my mom was around, and then if we did something bad, it'd be like when your dad gets home. And it's like, oh shit.
No,
Like,
both of my parents. So with my mom, it'd be whatever is in her hand. And at the time, it was the landline. And so she would
landline.
always hit me with a fucking landline phone. She'd be like, shut up. Boom. Hit me. And you're like, are you kidding? And then my dad.
so that's what happened.
My dad used to do this. He would do this thing where he goes like this, and then he would bend his tongue like this. He's like, and it was like the scariest fucking face ever. That's why still to this day, like if a man like yells or screams at me, I will just instantly start crying because I get so scared. I like actually get scared of men.
Rewind to episode 1.
Yeah. No, but even like ex-boyfriends, when they would like yell at me, I would just start. Why would you do that?
Oh my
Yeah, I would
gosh.
get scared. It's so wild. Okay. Wait. I had a question I was gonna ask you.
All right. Well, I'm thinking about getting some Meta glasses.
Oh,
But only because I want to film people's reactions of you at theme parks.
okay.
But
Yeah.
you had a comment on.
I just
Meta
think
glasses.
men with meta glasses, kind of similar to people with microphones, us, need to be licensed, need to go to therapy, and people need to understand their intentions behind it because there is a pandemic of men with meta classes, and
Okay.
there is a new version of content that is out there, and I don't know if y'all are noticing it. I'm noticing it of men going up to women in meta glasses and either calling them men, which is crazy because majority of them are actually cis girls and they're calling them men, except for that one of me that went very viral and is going viral again because he posted it as a trial reel now, and I'm getting it sent to me now. So not only did it go viral once, twice, and people are messaging me about it. And just going up to women, harassing them, asking them for their numbers. It is really, really crazy. And it's very cringe to watch. And unfortunately, a lot of people love that content. But it is men that are like still in their mom's basement that are just behind, you know what I mean? And they're just like, oh, fuck yeah. And like they love these guys. They like idolize them. They're like, oh, they're so cool.
I want to start like a porn site for metaglass porn.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be
Like
cool.
POVs.
Yeah, if it was like consenting and stuff, yes. But it's just weird when like these
No
men are
CNC.
coming up to someone like at the grocery store and just like looking at like the girl's cleavage and just being like, hey, can I have your number? And like, it's just weird. Like there was one of this girl and she had like a little bit of coochie sweat and he was like recording that and she had no idea. And then that's just like all over the internet. And it's odd and it needs to be stopped. It really needs to be stopped. And now I'm wary of it. Now I notice them because I had no idea that guy was recording at all until I woke up the next day to so many people messaging me about
For
it.
sure.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Yeah, so please don't get it.
I think it's gonna be great though. Let us know if you guys want some metaglasses
Yes.
for the podcast.
Okay, so a question that I want to ask you, and we'll circle back to this because I asked you this before, but you didn't give a full detail.
Okay.
Okay, do you think going to jail is good for rehabilitation back into the normal world?
I think yes and no. Oh, that's so
Such as?
such as the Americas.
Oh, wow, you're so smart.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I think that there are mental health issues that need to be addressed. No, I mean, it depends on how serious the crime is, I guess. What are we talking? Murder? Or are we talking
Well,
about
what did
like,
you go to jail for?
mine was for getting into a fight. Well, which
Okay.
the first time was a fight. The second time was for driving the wrong way on the
Okay.
freeway when I was drunk.
So let's just say that. Or let's say like selling drugs.
Okay. I went to jail for that.
Okay.
Oh,
No, not
thank
you,
God.
but I know
What?
someone. I almost went to jail.
So do
for
you
that.
think that going to jail for selling drugs? Yeah, I mean, look at your guy. Case in point, he stopped selling drugs immediately, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah.
Right.
Well,
It depends.
I could dissect that more, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let him have his piece.
For me, I didn't have a bad time in jail.
Okay.
It was kind of fun. But I think that, I fully believe in the death penalty too.
What?
Yeah.
The death penalty?
Yeah. I think 3 strikes, you're out. That was a good law, and we need to bring it back, to be honest with you.
3 strikes. Okay, so like if
3 felonies for the same thing, you immediately get death penalty. Yeah. Or
my
actually, I think it was
God.
life in jail, but because it's California. But
what
'cause
about
it's like you didn't learn the first time, you didn't learn the second time, you didn't learn the third time. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not a model citizen. You should not be out amongst good people.
that is? Ooh, I don't know. That's crazy. Oh, I don't know. Well, like the Chicago guy, like I mean, he murdered like a whole household of people. Like it's like to me, that's kind of like
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty strong on it. Where it's like there's certain states that actually have laws where it's like where 3 or more people have seen you commit the crime, like a murder. If you kill someone and 3 or more people saw you do it, there is no like case on whether you did it or not. That's it. You go straight to death row. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if you drive your car into a crowd full of people and everyone knows you did it and there's a bunch of videos, why do you deserve a case? Why do you deserve a trial? You know what I mean? Like, no, you get sentenced. Like, why are we wasting money, all of our money, hard, to do a trial who someone drove their car into, like, hello, 1,000 people see it happen. Like, why do they get to trial? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I also think it's funny when people are like innocent until proven guilty, where it's like, I just had this conversation today. Actually, we're out of story time after this.
Oh, it's story time.
But dang it, we should maybe move to the front because this is a really good one. I don't know why I didn't talk about this. But no, I was talking to one of our cop friends where I was just like, yeah, people don't realize like you get arrested first, put into the back of a cop car, and then you go to court later. So it's technically you're not innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
you go to jail. You know what I mean? If right now if you punch me in the face and I press charges, you get put into a cop car first. You know what I mean? And you're gonna spend a night in jail, and then you're gonna go to court whenever there's like an open court date.
Oh.
And then they tell you if you're guilty or not. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't know. I also think that people have it completely backwards on that. You know what I mean?
Really? Okay. So you don't think that certain people can actually like fully rehabilitate and get fixed? Yeah.
People are set in their ways. People like doing crazy shit. People like illegal. You know what I mean? There's always going to be the Batman and the villains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who just love the villain life. There's people who, you know, love the darkness.
I mean, I'm definitely attracted to people that are like that. I think with age, though, people do just like give up. Like, not give up like that. Oh my God, here we go with the ageist accusations. No, like my dad, for example, was always such a, I mean, he still is negative, but he was always just a fucking, like, just annoying. You know what I mean? Like, he would always start drama. He would always be crazy. You know, he would always like just be wild. Like, there are a lot of people that love my dad, and my dad is very much like, you know, like, hey, like, I'm the cool guy
100%.
and I'm like the fun one. But like, he was always like such like, he was just an asshole. And I noticed as he's gone older, I think he's just like been like, why am I like yelling and fighting with everyone?
For sure.
You know, like it's like, I think there is a point in your life and with age that you're just like, why? You know, why am I fighting these people? Why am I like not talking to this person or removing this person out of my life? It's just like, eventually you just kind of get like, not I wouldn't say give up, but you just realize like, what's the point, you know, of holding on to all this negativity, which I'm really trying to get rid of too, because I'm not trying to be like my dad. You know, I'm trying to be like that cool, like hot, like positive girl.
She's the cool mom.
Yeah, like darkness, but like in a sexy way, not in like a like bad way.
Who wants Cosmojitos?
Yeah, I'm trying to be a cool mom.
Okay, so story time.
Okay.
All right, this just happened. It's still ongoing right now.
Okay.
So I told you about my military friend guy that doesn't know that I'm gay. That
Oh
I've been
my
hanging out with,
God.
right? Okay, so
yes.
anyways, he calls me
Who also
and
calls me a man.
calls me and is like, I need to come over right now. There's a situation going on. Like, it's going through my head, blah, 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 whatever. So he is dating this girl, right? Who I think is batshit crazy. And, you know, anyone watching this, you probably know someone like this. Like these girls that will do anything for someone's attention. Like the craziest shit. So case in point, it's very you actually now that I'm now it's funny because now that I'm gonna say all this, I'm like, Shayan would probably do this. But so she was dating this guy and he is 23 and she is 30 years old. Okay. She thought that he was there's 3 strikes happening. So this is gonna be a little bit of a story time.
Okay.
But first one. So she thought that he was cheating on her because like he's a good looking guy, I think. You know, Shayan says it's debatable. Abs, tall, giant dick, whatever. And she is thicker, and older than him.
Right.
So probably some self-worth
But he
issues.
likes thicker girls.
He loves thicker girls. He lives for thicker girls. But anyway, so she hired someone to create a fake TikTok account to get to hit on him to try and get him to cheat on her.
Oh my God.
So that she could kind of turn around him, right?
Okay, that's actually insane.
Yeah. So he found out about it. Don't know how. There's probably more to it, but he found out about it. Then like cut her off, broke up with her, blah, blah, right? Well, 2 or 3 months later, he gets a picture of a pregnancy test that she's pregnant, saying that it's his kid. And again, I'm like sitting here, I'm like, do you believe her? She's crazy.
Was it AI?
Literally. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Oh my God, I should do that to guys. Like get
gosh.
some money. No, just kidding.
that's wild.
I'm joking.
Yeah, so then he said that he believed it not. She said she, of course, got a miscarriage. Typical. You know what I mean? So this third one now is crazy. So the guy, I wish I could say his name, just went on a date. And while he was on a date, he left his phone inside of his car. She called him drunk a few times and he didn't answer. So the next morning when he went to call her back, like what was wrong, she said she was in the hospital because she was roofied and raped and like this whole elaborate story, right? He calls me freaking out. He's like, you know, I feel so bad. She said that like I wasn't there for her in a time of need. And like, you know, he's going on and on. In the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, the TikTok story, the pregnancy scare, I was like, this doesn't add up at all. So like, I let him tell his side of the story because it's like, okay, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And this girl is going the extra mile. She actually, the thing is she's a nurse. Okay. So she works at a hospital. Key point here. Okay. She works at a hospital, but she sends pictures of her getting like IV drips. Like apparently like, you know, they found GHB in her system.
Okay.
But the thing is the guy that she allegedly knows the guy that did it because she went out with him twice already, like on like a little pseudo date. And then the guy stopped responding. I don't know. hear me being like consistent, like really just not buying it at all.
Yeah.
I decided to go and reach out to friends that work in the police department. And they said that they have 0 police reports in LA County in that specific
She
area.
said she filed a police report?
She said that the cops showed up and pulled the video footage and they saw this person actually drugging her and another person's drink. She tells him this and he's believing it. He's mad at me. He's like, bro, like, I can't believe you made me doubt her. Like, I feel really bad. Like, because I literally was like, she's lying. We have this conversation all the time about girls who say they got roofied. Just because they just drink too much. You know what I mean? But she's really pulling out all the stops on this one. Like, she had, and while they're driving, a police officer called her phone and said, hey, we think we found the footage. Like, you can come view it at any time. She happened to go at 9 a.m. knowing that he works during the day. So I'll keep you guys posted on this story. It's like unfolding like crazy, but I don't know. I don't believe it personally, but I don't know.
I mean, the TikTok thing, I feel like there are a lot of girls out there that will do something like that. Like, I know one of my really good friends, she's a really hot girl. And I remember, like, she was like, yeah, I get a lot of times I'll get, like, random girls being like, oh, can you, like, hit on my boyfriend to see if, like, he'll pass the test?
That's crazy.
And it's so wild.
Testing people is crazy.
Yeah. And I think
I test
ultimately
people.
it's like, it's the same thing with going through someone's phone. It's the same thing with that. You just can't do it. Like,
I
take
test
it.
people to steal from me though.
Really?
Yeah, I intentionally leave shit out, knowing exactly where it's out.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
always,
I will
always.
literally when I invite someone over, I ask them 2 things. I'm like, you don't steal, right? That's the first thing.
She does.
And then I say, rule of my house: no tinkle sprinkle. I don't like tinkle sprinkle.
like on the toilet seat.
Yeah, no tinkle sprinkle. Those are
didn't
my
know that.
2 rules with guys. Whenever any guy comes over,
Mm-hmm.
I say, yeah. And then I tell them, that is your bathroom. This one's my bathroom. Because I don't like tinkle sprinkle.
That's very interesting.
I'm just like scarred because I would sit when I would pee all my life. And I had my own bathroom and I was so happy I like had my own bathroom. And it was like my bathroom, right? My parents had their own bathroom. But for some reason, my dad loved to use my bathroom, which was completely inconvenient to him. Like, go use your own. It was like a bigger bath. They obviously had the big bathroom. I had the little bathroom. For some reason, my dad would intentionally hold his shit and piss and shit in my bathroom. And he would tinkle sprinkle and he would shit and it would just be disgusting. And so ever since then, I've always been scarred. And that's my number 1 rule. Even when I'm older, there is a Shayan bathroom and there is everyone else's bathroom. I don't like to sit in a toilet where other dicks have touched them,
Oh my gosh. Even though she'll put them in her mouth,
or even that's different.
and she'll get peed on,
or even like peeing, like after my mom would pee, like I'm like, oh, it's like for some reason peeing after a girl pees, it's like hot. For some reason, it's like always like steaming. Like I'm like, what is this? Like, no, use the other bathroom. Don't use my bathroom.
Damn, I didn't know that about you.
Yes, that's like my weird little thing.
I never knew that.
It's always been. And I won't really use the public restrooms. It's very rare when I'll use a public restroom.
No.
I just get very grossed out by toilets. I hate
I thought
it.
you would cross streams at Fiesta
Well,
Cantina.
if I'm blacked out drunk, yes, I've done that. And I did that with an ex too. It was fun. Who doesn't want to cross streams with their boyfriends? It's fun. But like, no, yeah, I have this like weird thing about toilets and like, yeah, it's always been that way. But that's 2 things I always tell Trade. I'm like, listen, do not steal and do not tinkle sprinkle.
Interesting.
Because I'll actually be pissed. I'll make them sit. And I actually had an ex-boyfriend of mine who would sit every time he would use the restroom. Because I would be like, you get like the pee all over the toilet. It's gross.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gross. Like I'd rather them like pee on me, but I don't want to see like dried up pee on my toilet. Like that's gross.
All right.
And I keep my shit really clean.
We need to
like,
get you an automatic toilet then.
something. I don't know. Ugh. The other day I was like, this hot guy I was talking to, he sent me a video of himself. So hot. And I like got so turned off by it because he was sending the video and then there was like pee in his toilet. And you could like see it. And he's like jerking off and there's like pee on the
That's
like
funny.
in the toilet. And I was like, bleh. Like, ew, so
That is
gross.
funny. Oh my
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but I do want to circle it back to BO though.
Okay.
I think BO is sexy.
Okay.
You don't like BO?
I don't know. That's why I said there's a difference. There's a
Okay.
difference. You know what I mean?
No, because this one guy I was in love with, like obsessed with.
Mhm.
I remember he was like smelling himself. He was like, "Oh, I'm stinky today," and I put both of my fingers. In
Did you
his
like a
armpit.
superstar? Like a
I put him in, and I was like,
yeah. I mean, I don't really wear
I was like,
deodorant,
I
but
love it. Yeah. Oh no, I have to wear deodorant.
yeah.
Yeah, I have to. So, I don't know why. I just get very like spicy. Is like
Okay.
my scent.
Spicy sight.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like when I grew up. I think Persians.
I
we
didn't realize
just-
it's been on my camera the whole time.
What?
The center screen. I thought that was yours. When did that switch
What?
over to mine? The top.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, Shayan.
Yeah.
Now it's time for your favorite party
Wait,
episode.
no, we have more questions.
Well, I'm
Do we?
tired.
Oh, okay.
I'm day trading now, you guys. So we'll keep you posted how this goes. I might get Shayan in on this too. But I
Yeah.
now work from 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. day trading.
Yeah, and you're like one of those like '80s like like day traders where like
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing, but you ever watch those like old movies where people are like in Wall Street and they're always bouncing on trampolines?
Oh.
Now I understand.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I've seen it in movies before, which
really?
is so crazy.
Yeah,
And
it,
they'd
like,
be
keeps me
they'd
alive.
be like the stocks are high, and then they're like bouncing. Anthony's one of those people now.
Yeah. I
That's
love
so
it. I
crazy.
fucking love
It's like
it,
Wolf
but
of
it
Wall
just
Street.
like I need to get my sleeping schedule under like down because it's fucking
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Like so we'll see.
Wow. Yeah. How can you sleep? When do you sleep?
Right now after this episode.
Oh. Okay. Oh
But-
my god.
All right. Well, time for
Day trading.
yay. No more calling Shayan a man.
Oh,
and
okay.
love you.
I love you. So this game that we're about to play, I thought of it. I said because we want to work on our positivity and spreading positivity, we're gonna do a say something nice challenge. So we're gonna put ourselves in scenarios that would typically normally piss us off, and we have to say something nice. I have 2 photos, and he's gonna show me 2 photos, and we're gonna have scenarios. Shit. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. And what's my scenario like?
He asks you out on a date. Simple.
Wait, I have to look down. Oh my gosh. That's so. Wait, let me see how he looks. Wow. You have a beautiful head of hair, sir. That's really beautiful. And I can actually see all of it from up here.
So we're going on a date?
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
Exactly.
We can't go to Six Flags. That's for damn sure. They have a height limit. But okay. So you're on a plane
Mm-hmm.
and you're about to go on a 12-hour trip.
Mm-hmm.
Flight.
I already know where this is going.
Excuse me, sir. I think my seat is right next to you.
I have to say something nice, right?
Something nice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I don't normally eat airplane food, so I'm glad that you'll be there to eat all of my airplane food. Is that nice? Right?
We could be a little.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
My, what big eyes you have there.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I mean, you'll probably be able to see before we hit the building.
What the fuck? Oh, because she has glasses. Aw. Well, that's so sweet. I
Right?
think we could be sweeter. Like, what about her dress? Like, it's cute.
Oh, yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
I love your king size sheet that you have turned into a dress.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll work baby steps. Baby steps.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
There you go. There you go. Okay, what's my next
Oh,
one? My
okay.
next challenge.
Logan. Look at it.
Oh no, he ripped that all off.
Yes.
Oh no, it's hurting you.
Lay down.
Lay down. Sit. Oh, the baby. It's a mosquito.
All right. So, we've been talking for 3 months on social media. And, you know, I think you're sexy as hell. And I flew in just to come and see you, to stay at your place. And this is how I look when I get naked.
What? It's a dick? I mean, you.
So there's a blur over there, but it is a really handsome person with a micro penis.
Honestly, like, you are so hot. I love your body. And it's nice because I don't even have to douche. Normally I would
clever.
starve myself, but I don't need to this time. So we can go to Chipotle and then have sex after.
Perfect.
Okay.
You did a good job. You're going to heaven.
I know I am. Okay, I have another one. You are a very great bartender. And I love and adore you. And I think you are so amazing. But unfortunately, I can only afford my drink and I'm not tipping you. And you have to say something
That's
nice.
funny. I understand.
He's gonna have the same haircut.
This is hard. This is where my empathy tickets need to come in.
Yes, it's a challenge.
I forgive you. Wait, can I say that? Is that nice?
Yeah.
Okay. For not being able to afford to tip me.
Okay.
Because clearly you spent all of your money at Supercuts, and I can't even with that. Oh my God. I like your racing pinstripe. There we go.
Is that what they call them?
A racing stripe.
Yeah. You could be like, oh, wow, where did you get your lineup? I'm looking for a barber, too.
Oh, yes.
Look, she has the undercut like you. You could be like, hey.
Undercut, is that her hair or her chin?
It's a hairstyle. Wow, we're so positive.
Yay, sex positive.
Yay.
Well, that's all, folks.
If you want to watch more fucked up shit,
Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
woo, and be kind to others.
And rewind.
Oh my God.